It was the summer of 1974. Provincetown, Massachusetts, a small, quiet town surrounded by sand dunes and silence. One hot July afternoon, a young girl was wandering through the dunes when something caught her eye. Half buried in the sand was what looked like a human hand. But when she got closer, she realized the hand wasn't there at all. Only a body, a woman's body, lying face down in the sand. Her hands were gone, completely severed. Her head was nearly decapitated, hanging by just a few inches of flesh. Whoever did this didn't just want her dead, they wanted her erased. Her teeth had been professionally removed, her hands gone, so no fingerprints, no dental records, no name. The local police were stunned. A murder this brutal, this deliberate, was almost unheard of in Provincetown, and with no identity to trace, they could only call her one thing: the Lady of the Dunes. Investigators scoured the area. There were no footprints nearby, no tire tracks, nothing but the wind sweeping across the sand, covering every trace of the killer's presence. They made sketches, plaster casts, photographs. They sent the drawings to police departments across the country. Hundreds of missing persons cases were compared, but none matched. Some locals swore they'd seen a woman like her weeks before, a red-haired woman walking the beach with a strange man. But the lead went nowhere. As the years passed, the story of the Lady of the Dunes became local legend. Parents warned their kids not to wander too far from town, and every time the wind blew through those dunes, people whispered that her spirit still lingered there waiting to be recognized. Decades went by, technology advanced, and every few years, detectives would reopen the case, digging up her body, hoping that new science might finally tell them who she was. But for nearly 50 years, she remained a mystery. Until 2022. Using advanced DNA and genealogical research, investigators finally got a match. The Lady of the Dunes had a name: Ruth Marie Terry. She was 37 years old, born in Tennessee, a wife, a mother, a woman who had once lived a normal, hopeful life. She'd traveled to California and eventually somehow ended up in Massachusetts, but no one knew why or how she'd met her end on that lonely beach. Then the investigators found something chilling. Ruth had been married at the time she vanished to a man named Guy Moldovan. Guy Moldovan was charming, persuasive, and dangerous. He'd been linked to other disappearances before. In the 1960s, one of his wives vanished. Another woman in his life was later found dead under mysterious circumstances. He was the kind of man who could make you feel safe, right before he destroyed everything you loved. When Ruth went missing, Moldovan told her family they had a fight and that she'd left him. But she never contacted anyone again. Soon after, Moldovan disappeared too. For years he moved from town to town using fake names, leaving broken lives behind. He eventually died in 2002, taking his secrets with him. Today, Ruth Marie Terry finally has her name back. Her family finally knows where she is. But the truth about her death, the moments before her life was taken, may never be known. Did Guy Moldovan kill her? Or was there someone else who wanted her gone? The Lady of the Dunes was supposed to vanish forever, but 50 years later, her story still whispers through the sand, reminding us that even the perfect crime can't stay buried forever. If you want to hear more true stories, subscribe to Whisper of Shadows, because some whispers never fade.